Don't forget to stick around until the end of the video where I'll show you how to get the PDF for today's lesson. So we've prepared a short study with a few chords, runs, and arpeggios based on the style of Chick Corea. Concept number 1, upper structure triads and lower structure triads combination. One of the coolest concepts used by Chick is the combination of two triads to build voicings. We start the study with these two chords, F over E flat and D flat over B. A combination of two major triads a whole step apart. You can see it as a 2 chord over the 1 chord. F is the 2nd degree of E flat. So we play an E flat major triad on the left hand and an F major triad on the right hand. The cool thing about this combination is that this is an ambiguous chord. We don't know if it is an E flat 7 sharp 11 or an E flat major 7 sharp 11. It could be either. As we talked in our jazz chords video, the minor 2 triad always gives us the tensions of a chord, 9, 11, and 13. And a major 2 chord gives us the 9, the sharp 11, and the 13. So this is a basic E flat triad. 9, sharp 11, 13. Leaving out a crucial chord tone makes the sound in this voicing very ambiguous and still very rich and dense. Concept number 2. Turn major 7 chords into major 7 sharp 11 chords by targeting the sharp 11 of the major 7 chord and using sections of the Lydian scale. If you look at the next 2 chords in our study, they are parallel major 7 sharp 11 chords a half step apart. E major 7 sharp 11 and E flat major 7 sharp 11. So you can use sections of the Lydian scale that contain the sharp 11 to create lines. Remember, the Lydian scale is nothing else than a major scale with a sharp 11. So over E major 7, the A sharp is our target note. And on E flat major 7, the A is our target note. Concept number 3. Lydian substructures as upper structures. So this run is built by breaking each of these triads. The 2 major followed by the 5 major and then the 1 major 7, with a descending tail using the Lydian scale. Over a G major 7, we would play the triad on the 2nd degree, A major, then the triad on the 5 chord, D major, followed by a G major 7, and finally play a descending line using the G Lydian scale, which has a C sharp instead of a C natural. Another upper structure that works great is the minor pentatonic on the 7th degree. So over E major 7, we can play a D sharp minor pentatonic, or if you want, you can see it as an F sharp major pentatonic. Also, remember that any substructure of the Lydian scale is a candidate that could be used. For example, a C sharp 7 sus 4 is also contained in E Lydian, and that's exactly what we are using here in this chord on the left hand. Add 9 chords are also great. Here we are playing the add 9 chord on the 2nd degree, that's an F sharp add 9, over our E major 7 chord. And you can create any lines by using notes from the F sharp add 9, like we did here. Concept number 4, substructures by omission. One cool concept that Chick uses in his playing is to create substructures by omitting some of the notes. For example, if we get rid of the F sharp in our E Lydian scale, we get a 6-note scale that is a substructure of Lydian. The cool thing about this approach is that we not only have created a new sound, but we've also found a very comfortable set of notes that we can play with ease, like this. Concept number 5, chromatic approaches and chromatic passing tones. When you combine this concept with concept number 4, you can play outside, but still be consistent with the harmony. In this line, we've used the symmetric diminished scale, also known as the half-whole scale, and omit some of the notes, and added a chromatic passing tone. The symmetric diminished is one of the scales that Chick Corea uses constantly. This is a great scale because it contains many major and minor triads inside. In fact, every triad contained inside the symmetric diminished could be major or minor. The B-flat symmetric diminished contains B-flat major and B-flat minor, D-flat major and D-flat minor, E major and E minor, and G major and G minor. Not only that, but it contains all the minor 7th dominant chords and 7 flat 5 chords with these roots. And all these roots are all a minor third apart. This is why the symmetric diminished is such an essential scale to practice. So here we're playing a G major triad over B flat 7. Remember, the G major triad is contained inside the symmetric diminished. And then we could play a run by simply using the symmetric diminished. But what happens if we omit the D flat and the F from the scale? This is a substructure of the symmetric diminished, but we get a nice combination of an upper structure, the E minor 7 chord and the essence of the B flat chord, the root B flat and the guide tones, D and A flat. And if we add a chromatic passing tone between D and E, we get this. As you can see, using these techniques, you can create really cool lines that are based on the harmony but sound outside. And the rest of the chords, runs, and arpeggios use some variation of these concepts. You'll find all of them annotated in the PDF, including a few exercises to practice this concepts in all keys. Here's the complete piece we've created using these Chick Corea concepts. As always, all of our members will have access to the PDF for this lesson. Just go to the membership tab and click on the link provided in the latest post. There, you'll find this lesson's PDF at the top, and if you scroll down, you'll see all the PDFs that are available to you. If you're not a member yet and you'd like to become one, just use the join button right here on YouTube. Also, if you want to access PDFs outside of your window of accessibility, you can get our Music Theory Journal, which is basically an almanac of all the content we've created to this point, available on mdex.com.